Okay, so let me get this straight. You're smart, beautiful, kind, thoughtful, hardworking, talented, and an angel? What's the catch? What's up, guys? Welcome back. I don't think that was a very good pickup line. My bad, I tried. What's up? Welcome back. I'm excited. So we have 3 more places to check. Oh, so it's not letting me choose anything but the alley. So I guess we're gonna choose the alley and see where that leads us. It's pretty quiet around here. Only people in the know come to this back street. There are a few small cheap taverns. Some experienced travelers avoid the inns on the main street and deliberately come here. Many customers at Libra are like that too. Oh, you learn something every day. Oh! I see him! Vilo suddenly yelled and began running. Vilo, wait up! Oh god, that so-called dragon needs a leash. We hastily chased him. As we freaking should. I believe he's a dragon. Why do we not believe he's a dragon? Hey, Sephora! I finally stopped. What does that guy need all this speed for? Hey, can you hear me, Sephora? Vilo waved his arms as he shouted, and I looked in the direction he was facing. Switching. Who might he be? I have no clue. It seems that he has mistaken me for an acquaintance of his. Can't you hear me, Sephora? My apologies. I'll head over to clear up the misunderstanding, so let's end it here. Okay, see you again sometime. The intel I buy from you is always impressively precise. I'm optimistic for our future deals as well. Is he a traitor? What is happening here? What intel are we yapping about? I thought this was a circus. I thought we were a part of a circus. Vilo had been calling out to a lithe man clad in navy blue. Is that the sharp-tongued Sephora? An information broker. Sometimes, he takes on the persona of a friendly young man, but usually he's armed with a sharp personality and tongue. He likes acting on his own and he hates wasting time. For some reason, he seems especially frosty towards Vilo. The man continued to ignore Vilo, but once he had ended his conversation with the other party, he finally turned around. Did the backwater country you grow up in never teach you how to read social cues, lizard brain? If you'd noticed me immediately, I wouldn't have needed to yell that many times before. I wanted to tell you that I found a place for the night, so I was looking for you. Well, thank you for going out of your way. It seems that even a lizard has enough brain to serve as an errand boy. Next, I recommend you hammer the smallest amount of mannerism in your head and learn not to interrupt when people are talking. Though he was courteous, every single word was as sharp as a thorn. No wonder Vilo said he's sharp-tongued. Vilo must have been used to this prickly attitude, however, because he prattled on nonchalantly. Do you know the Tavern Library? These 2 were employees there, actually. Are you implying that you scored the city while their staff babysat you? Seriously? I didn't know babies could be this big. They helped me out because I don't know my way around. They're considerate, unlike you. That was when Sephora finally shifted his eyes to look at us. Feeling a little pressured by his frosty gaze, I gave him a small nod. He's the antithesis to the friendly he's the antithesis to the friendly Vilo. When I reported back to Jinya, he told me that we're having dinner as a group, so we should all assemble at Liber. The sound of that is extremely off-putting, but I can't go back against the leader's decree. Order to the leader, Jinya. There are times when he dishes out instructions that benefit Circus's operation, but that only happens once in a blue moon. Must only serve the interests of Jinya, but as members of Circus, the troop is obliged to comply no matter how reluctant they are. Circus, like the circus? Like, what kind of circus are we talking here? Aw, don't look so glum. I promise we're a tavern that has great food, great booze, and the most comfortable rooms around. Beverages with alcohol cause something Rady can't go without. In Escolithia, humans are allowed to consume liquor after they turn 18. Ferris is famous for their beer, and Orient is famous for their wine. Good. Wait. I feel like we need to remember that. Ferris, beer, Orient, wine. Heard. Yeah, we may not be a luxury hotel, but we take pride in our food and hospitality. It's an awesome place. Make sure you come. Fine. I get it already. So hurry up and go somewhere else. You're getting in the way of my work at this point. If you don't show up, I swear I'll shout your name in the middle of the street until I find you. Don't embarrass yourself any further. And Liber, was it? Yeah, see you there. Zephora turned on his heel and walked away at a brisk pace. He said he was working? Yeah, Zephora's an information broker. He's probably talking about that. A line of work that involves the trade of gathered information. Due to the work involved, there are often targets of enmity. Enmity? And what's enmity? Interesting. He seems like the troublesome type. Well, let's do our best to make him feel welcome anyway. A seed of anxiety sprouted in my heart as we left the area. Is he not trustworthy? Well, let's go to Main Street. I feel like tourists would go to Main Street. Oh, Main Street looks bomb. If they were looking for inns, the Main Street was the first place that came to mind, and after making that conclusion, we decided to split up in 3 directions and look around places that offered lodging. Wait, that makes no sense because he's the only one that knowing... Yeah, that being said, finding someone I know nothing about seems pretty hard. Yeah. Villa was pretty optimistic about it, saying that we'd recognize them on sight, but... while thinking that I was peering into inns when they were a sudden pat on my shoulder. Yes, may I help? The moment I turned around...
Oi.
Hey. What? A man with a very large build was staring down at me. His eyes were like daggers and I cowered. Scary. He was so... scary. Why are you glaring at me without a word? Did I offend you somehow? Though Arthur was a safe city, sometimes I would still be harassed by Oh! My girl! Who's harming Thalia? I was on high alert and my whole body tensed. Then he throws out his arm and... I'm so sorry. Fearing that he was going to grab me, I ran for it. Oh, I'm gonna jump out of my skin. Okay, I need to head to the meeting place right now. Wait. What? That means following me. Why? I didn't dare turn around and kept running frantically toward our meeting point. When I finally spotted the other two, I nearly burst into tears of relief. Yo, Thalia, we've been waiting for you. Why are you in such a rush? Help! I'm being chased! What? The two immediately stood in front of me to shield me from my pursuer. However, the instant that scary man appeared... Oh, it's you! Eon! Vilio. Huh? You have great timing. I was looking for you. I found a nice tavern. I see. That's good news. Do I want it to be Australian? Do I want it... Okay, I'm thinking, do I want Ion to be like a deep Australian, like deep Australian voiceover? I feel like the vibe he's giving is super Australian. I don't want to save my Australian for one of the other characters. What do they look like? Hold up. Let me see. I have the, Nah, he's Australian. He's my Australian right there. Alright. My jaw dropped at the two started chatting right away and Reddy let out a long sigh. Looks like we've got a weird case of misunderstanding here, huh? You there, why were you chasing her? Her handkerchief fell and Wait, can I even do like a deep... The handkerchief fell and I wanted to hand it back to her, but... Oh, I can't do a deep Australian. I can't do it. A handkerchief fell and I wanted to hand it... No, I can't do that. Alright. Okay, so basically, alright, and this isn't even Australian. I mean, okay, deep into it. I think I'm there. Okay, we're back, but I don't think Ion's Australian because I can't do that deep voice of his. Her handkerchief fell and wanted to hand it back to her, but no, it has to be somebody else. Alright. Her handkerchief fell and I wanted to hand it back to her, but... Oh! It seems that I've given you fright. My apologies. As he spoke, Ion held out a familiar handkerchief to me. I'm so sorry for running away without thinking. He only tried to return my handkerchief. How could I be so rude? No, it's fine. It happens often. Ion is a sight to behold, after all. He's a former public security officer, apparently. Check out how buff he is! Cool, right? A soldier that was once part of this public security forces. You can describe him in 3 words. Taciturn, expressionless, and curt. He joined circus on the orders of his superior. He's polite, but his tough appearance often scares children to crying, and that is a source of anguish for him. Oh, baby! Public security officer. So that's why. Well, I know this sounds terrible, but if you cleared up someone with that face, they'd be running away. They weren't bad guys. But Brady, it's rude. Though I had just been as rude too. Suddenly. Over here! Catch me if you can! Careful! A child running while looking the other way crashed into Ion. Are you okay? Mommy! Baby! This is so sad. You can see the hurt in his eyes. See? It really does happen pretty often. Ion looks super strong after all. I was actually in awe that Villa could make such a statement in this awkward atmosphere. Ion, let me introduce these two. They're from library at the end. We're staying now. Yeah, I'm ready. Nice to meet you. I'm Tafalia. Please allow me to apologize once again. Have a nice rest at our inn today. I shall. I'm pleased to be in your care. I nodded without a single change on his face before he turned to Villa. Have you finished informing the others? Nope. On my way to look for them. Understood. In that case, I should head over to the inn first. Oh, really? Okay. See you later then, Ion. Do you know where our inn even is? I'm just, like, do we have Google Maps in this place? I'll give him a small nod before walking off in the direction of the library. I can't sense the melancholy in the air. Is he a little dejected, maybe? The retreat figure of Ion seemed to be exuding an indescribable desolation. Or at least, that's what I felt. Damn. This is devastating. Alright, last place. Who's our final character? Maybe that'll be our Australian Betty. After that, we continue to walk around and near the plaza. Reddy tilted his head, intrigued by something. I feel some super strong water magic. Is there a rare fate here? Nope, that's probably Pascalia. Apparently you have a contract with the water spirits. When one of the 4 elements, fire, water, wind, or earth, gains a will, they're called spirits. They spawn spontaneously in places around the world that have lots of elements being in the environment. Not all humans can see spirits. Many children can, but with age, they slowly lose this ability. If the elemental mana of a spirit depletes to a certain level, their bodies might shrink and they could even dissipate. For this reason, small spirits mostly stay within the bounds of their territory, unless they have a reason to. Spirits don't tend to show hostility towards humans. Heard! So spirits, good. Person they show hostility towards, bad. Really, this Pascalia is a spirit contractor? Amazing. When a spirit and a human agree to be a part of one another's lives, they form a strong bond called a contract. This means that only humans with the power to communicate with spirits can form contracts. When a contract is formed, the human needs to offer something in exchange. The spirit normally chooses the offering, and usually they tend to prefer items related to their own element. In return, the contractors are able to use magic of the spirit's elements. After a contract, the appearance of the human changes in some way. It can be minor or major. The stronger the contract spirit, the more striking this change is. Alright, let's see how striking the change is. What's amazing about it? Humans have to communicate with spirits to form contracts with them. I can't see spirits at all, so I just had the thought that the world must look completely different to those people. Wait, you can't see them? Tifalia? I can't, and I think that's the case for most people. Apparently, pretty much every human can see them when they're kids, but most of them lose the ability when they grow up or something like that. Huh, I didn't know that. Well, spirits are less common in cities with bug populations, but I did see a few of them on our way here. So Philo really does see a completely different world. I know it's a little late to be thinking this, but that's so mystifying. Yeah, I can sense the water magic from the cloud over there. Oh, there he is. In a sec, I'll bring him here. Hey! And he's off. He's, well, a very straightforward guy. Jeez, just trying to keep up with him is exhausting. And after I chatted with Rady for a moment, he's back. Are you on a horseback? Philo returned from the crowd, another man in tow. Sorry for the wait. This guy's Pascalia.
この人たちがさっき言ってた店員さん。はじめまして。僕はパスハリア。よろしくね。
What kind of voice? It's a very calm voice. His voice is very soothing. Are these two the staff you mentioned? Nice to meet you. I'm Pascalia. We'll be in your care. Okay, and that's fine voice. A gentle, naive young man. Oh, hurt. That's crazy. Anyone can tell he's formed a contract with a water spirit by his beautiful blue hair that is as clear as water. However, he doesn't remember much about when it happened. His enchanting look and talent with water magic inspired Ginny to scout him for circus. I'm assuming circus is like trying to make the prince smile. Is that the whole project? Is like unifying like a whole bunch of crazy, goofy, weird people together in hopes of making the prince laugh. That'd be crazy if I was right. Alright, I'm Rady. Nice to meet— Oh my god, Rady, how many times are you gonna say that? Nice to meet you. I'm Tifalia. Wow, Philo did mention he was like water, but I didn't think that would be so accurate. I'd never seen such hair before, and I couldn't help being drawn to it. I hear that we have a place to stay tonight. What a relief. Pascalia smiled, and coupled with his unique appearance, he looked otherworldly. I had heard that a contract with a spirit changed a contractor's appearance in various ways, but it's the first time I've seen someone who has been affected so extremely. Does that mean his contract spirit is super strong? You really helped me out there. When you came over, I was surrounded before I even knew it. Oh, let those looks. Yeah. Older men and women were pressing their palms together in prayer towards me for some reason, though. Well, that usually happens. This usually happens? Pascalia is kind, after all. That's not what we're talking about here. I ended up talking to them, and people just kept coming and coming. The citizens of this town are very passionate. I think that's also a little off base. Perhaps his appearance wasn't the only thing that was ethereal about him. Okay, with that, all that's left is the errands Birgit asked us to run. Do you have to go somewhere else? Yes, we do. I'm a little tired, so I'll head to the tavern and wait for you there. Are you going alone? What about you? Crowd you with you? Yes, I'll go alone. This library you're talking about isn't too far away, right? Yeah, you only have to go straight down the street, then make a left turn. It'll be fine. In that case, don't worry. Really? If you get lost, I'll find you again.
その
I'm
時は
counting
よ
on
ろ
you.
しく
If that happens,
ミリオ
below. See you
じ
later.
ゃあ
Please head straight forward. You'll find it immediately after turning left, okay? Straight then and left. Make sure to remember that. Rady and I couldn't help but feel a little worried, so we called out to him. In response, Pascalia turned around with a gentle smile, before leaving without another word. I know it's rude to think that this without a person I've just met, but for some reason I feel nervous for him. Rady seemed to share the same sentiment. We shared a meaningful look and a wry smile in silence. What errand do we have to run? I thought we already ran the errand. That took longer than expected. With how many detours Villa made as he went around, I'm not surprised at all. You two wouldn't answer every question I asked, so I couldn't help myself. It was so fun. It's the first time I've ever had a great look around the place, but the city's great. Right? There really are some things you'll never know until you see them with your own eyes. I'm glad I had the chance to see everything. Thanks. You too? My pleasure. Alright, time to the end, baby. When we returned to the library, we found all the other members waiting there, sitting around a table with Spurious cooking. That looks so good! Huh? Honey? You would pair honey with meat? Yeah, trust me, try a little first. Amazing. That meat's so tender, I think I can eat this. Well, for a commoner establishment, this is not half bad. If only I had wine, it'd be perfect. Hey, Sephora, how about you? Try some too? If I want to eat something, I'll help myself. Don't disrupt my pacing. It's definitely tastier if you eat it while it's hot, though. Come on, Ion. Don't just stand there and join us in again. I will after everyone is present. I love him. I love Ion. Now that they're all together, looking at the whole team, I have to say, they're a very flamboyant bunch. You guys don't seem like you've got anything in common. Why are you all together? I haven't told you yet, have I? We're a performance group assembled for the sake of the prince, and we answer directly to the king. Our name is Circus. Oh! A performance group? Assembled for the sake of the prince? Circus? Also, I just want to say I called that! Rady and I stared at each other, bewildered. Then, perhaps noticing our presence, the people at the table joined the conversation. What's a late entrance for the person who called us here? A snail would have been more punctual than you. Welcome back, fellow. We were a step ahead and started on the food first. Willow, take a seat in one of the empty chairs. I'll do just that. Oh, I'm starving. We watched as Villa joined the group, then Rady and I shared a long sigh. I don't know what's going on, but I'm spent. Rady, get some rest. I'll go help Spiria. In any case, they were our customers. I need to show them Library's brand of hospitality and keep them satisfied. Right on! I love this girl. And after a while, with stomachs full from Spiria's signature cooking, they began a discussion over after-dinner tea. Now that we've settled down, shall we do our last briefing before tomorrow? Is something happening tomorrow? There will be a public show in the plaza. Yeah, that. We're gonna set up a huge tent, so you'll find us right away if you go. And what are you gonna do? Something awesome, cool, and heart-racing. That doesn't answer anything. Actually, I haven't heard so much as a rumor about any event in the plaza. Oh, right. If you guys are free tomorrow, come and see us. Well, I have work, so... Library's fine. Go take a look, you two. You heard it first, Spiria. Let's go during a break or something. If you two say so. I'll come watch you guys tomorrow then. Yo! I'll be waiting for you. Alright guys, let's liven things up as much as we can tomorrow. Indeed. Oh. Let's do what we can. Well, let's put in some effort and make it nice and elegant. I feel that there's a really big gap between Milo's level of motivation and everyone else's. Are they really gonna be fine? They all need somebody to fall in love with! After that, they talked animatedly about their plans for tomorrow. Eventually, Jinnya returned home to rest. But the liveliness carried on for quite a while until the others retired to their rooms. The next day, they left their rooms early in the morning to prepare for the performance. Then, in the afternoon, Rady and I went to go see... Whoa! Now that's a tent in the middle of the city! Where did this tent come from? This wasn't here yesterday, was it? I second that. It definitely wasn't. We'd headed to the plaza at the time they told us to and found a towering tent. The area in front of the tent was jam-packed with curious onlookers. Well, if such a flashy tent appears out of nowhere, people are bound to check it out. Yeah, I was worried whether they'd get any customers without advertising, but I guess I was just being a worrywart. Maybe not. Listen. Oh? Hey, what's with this fishy tent? Dunno, but apparently a bunch of people in the showy clothes went in earlier. I'll go take a peek inside. Hey, you don't know what's in there. It might be dangerous. Everyone's only looking at it from far away. They're not going in at all. Entering the tent in the amateur required some courage on my part. The show must have started by now, right? Should we go in and take a look? Well, we already promised we'd go. Oh, it better be something sick. We approached the tent as inconspicuously as possible. Then, lifting the curtain at the entrance, we sneakily slid inside. Whoa. And then, what we saw. The interior was just as extravagant as the exterior, and at the center of a brightly lit stage stood a being with a majestic aura. It had a towering crimson body, dignified horns, powerful wings, and large claws. I had thought that they only existed in fairy tales and picture books, but my eyes now told me otherwise. It was a dragon? Willow was telling the truth. We could only stand there, mouths agape. Then the red dragon noticed us. Our gazes collided into each other. The dragon thrust his head towards us before opening his mouth wide and... How big is this tent to fit a freaking dragon? Then, that evening, well, everyone's pretty gloomy. Here's a picture of gloom. A feast for both the eyes and the stomach was spread on the table, courtesy of Spiria, who put in all her skills. In contrast, the circus members that sat on the chairs each had dark, overcast faces. I can't blame them. It caused quite a stir and turned into such a mess. In the end, even the public security forces had to be deployed. What? Did you plan on burning down the tent and the plaza along with it? I know I'm the one at fault here. Someone finally came to watch and I was so happy. I was careless. You blew fire at the whole plaza? Me dying from carelessness. Sure sounds hilarious. Perhaps it was a silver lining that the audience seats are practically empty. But the fact that nearly nobody came to watch is still a little saddening.
宣
Maybe
伝
we
してなか
really
ったの
should
は
have
ダメだったの
advertised our show properly beforehand.
そもそも宣伝
What
も
were
せ
you
ずどうするつ
thinking
もり
in
だ
the first place when you decided we didn't need promotion?
私たち
Hey, we're a royal and respectable group that answers directly to the king. I figured even if we didn't do any ads, as long as we had the tent set up, people would swarm like bees on honey.
確かに人を
Indeed, there was a crowd. However,
中に入ってくれなきゃ
it's
意味ないよ
pointless
ね
if they don't come in, right?
今回はあくまでリハ
Today it was just a rehearsal in the end, okay? It's fine if we messed up. There's always next time and all.
なら次は
Then
宣伝する
we'll
んだ
have
な
to inform people first
どうやっ
next
て
time. How are we gonna do that?
うーん
People will just
人は勝手に集まるでしょ
shut up.
何も考えてない
Just say you haven't put any thought into it. Dang. Guys, if there's any way I can help, I got you. Sorry for interrupting your meal. Here's dessert. Please, eat some sweets. Hopefully they'll lift your spirits just a little.
ヒファリア
Thalia,
美味しそうだね
it looks wonderful.
いただこうかしら
I suppose I'll have some. Although the results didn't turn out to be, well, ideal, what kind of performance was it supposed to be if everything went right?
あらあら気になっちゃう
Oh, curious, are we? Fine then. Your wonderful Ginny will make a special exception and answer you this time.
まずは
First, we'd appear with gorgeous clothes, one that would rival the tent and steal everyone's attention.
もちろん全員
Naturally, all our garments are custom made.
それから最先端
Then,
の魔法
cutting edge mystic tools and lights of every color and spectrum will make me. Made powerful by mystic stones, these devices are artificially recreate spirits' magic. Even humans without mana can use these tools to cast spells. They are widely used among the common people and have become essential items in everyday life. Gotcha.
じゃない
I mean, make us shine on the stage.
あと
And, of course, the star of our show this time is Villo in his dragon form.
題して
Titled, Your Friendly Neighborhood Dragon. Well, not very friendly this time. Your Friendly Neighborhood Dragon? That gets my blood pumping.
でしょでしょ
Right?
それからね
Then we have a fantastic water magic show, a clown comedy routine, and a martial arts demonstration that'll blow you away. Performance that ends changed by wearing, yeah, we know what a clown is. They all sound exciting. With all that space you have in the tent, you could probably let guests ride on the dragon's head and fly around. Oh, and if you allow people to ride on the dragon's back as part of the show, the kids would love it.
俺の背中に
On my
めっ
back?
ちゃいいアイ
That's
デ
a
ア
great idea. Seeing magic and martial arts up close is also a rare opportunity, so I think plenty of people would be intrigued. Plus, girls tend to love romantic settings, so if you set up special seats for couples, for example, I think you'd attract many people. I see, so we could arrange different types of seats depending on our main attraction.
そうすれば
That might make it less daunting for people. Then, if you have mystic tools that can amplify your voice, all the spectators can hear your voices from the stage too. So, you could even perform a story.
みんなが知って
You
る
mean we
絵本
could
とかの物
act
語
our, a
を演じ
picture
る
book or tale that everyone knows about?
それなら
I think
た
that
く
a
さ
lot
ん
of
の人
people would
に
enjoy
楽しんで
that.
もらえそう
It sounds wonderful. And, oops. It sounded so fun that I just kept rambling. It's been a while since I last heard one of your machine gun idea barrages. One of our heroine's habits is which she just keeps coming with new ideas. She acquired this habit when trying to come up with a way to make Libra's customers happy. Those don't know this side of her are usually surprised the first time. Sorry, I'm an outsider, but I ended up rambling my mouth. Oh, what do I do? I brought it in so much they might have been annoyed. I'm really so...
あなた
Ew.
サーカスに加わりなさい
Join circus. Huh?
そうだよそれ
That's
がいい
brilliant. Join us.
ま
I suppose it's better than leaving it all to Ginny's hands at least.
あうんうん
Yeah, I
君がい
agree.
てくれたら
If you're with us, I
とって
think
も素
we
敵
can
な
put
ショ
on
ー
an
ができそう
exceptional
だ
show.
さ
Okay, now that we've all agreed, let's sign the contract immediately.
戦略
First, yada yada regarding the contractee promises that during the journey and so on. What? Me joining this group and did he just say journey? Wait, hold up. What do you mean by join? And what's this about a journey? I mentioned that circus was banded together for the prince, right? Our goal is actually to make a flower called Flora bloom for the prince. Flora. Never heard of that one before. What we call Flora is a mystic flower made from altering and refining chloris. A new type of mystic flower developed after researching chloris nectar. Flower seeds are filled with enormous amounts of mana and bloom flora has much more potential. Okay, so it's basically everything combined. Organic flora blossoms produce a huge quantity of emotions, circus. So we want a huge amount of emotions. It's a special item that will likely be more effective as a cure for the prince. It's only normal that the general public isn't aware. You see, the flora works in the same way as the chorus. It blooms into happiness. That's why we need to put on performances and bring joy to many, many people. And it has to be done at each one of the 5 major cities. The umbrella team for the main Arthea, Kaleda, Scholar City, Cultura, and Labyrinth City orients the city of water, and Fear is the dual city. Heard. But as you know very well, our show is the capital of course it didn't work out. And the reason for that is frankly because we're just too royal and special. In other words, what our elegant group currently lacks is a commoner like you. I'm sorry. What the hell did you just say? Thus, I shall appoint you as the public relations manager and producer of Circus. Wait. Stop right there. That's impossible. I'm just an average run-of-the-mill waitress. I could never accept such a special job. And that is where we will pause for today. I did not realize I was recording for this long until I looked at the timestamp. But I think this is a really cool place to end it. Will we take the job? Will we not? I mean, obviously we take the job, but like, there has to be some kind of condition in which we take the job. There's no way we just take the job. They have to give us something in return. They have to. We are really good at being an entrepreneur. I mean, hey, we run a freaking inn in a food place, so we have to be. So let's see what happens on our journey. See you guys later. Peace.